Hi guys, in this video we'll talk about classes. Classes are everywhere. We had to attend classes in high school, we want to become a class 1 programmer, we had to learn about all those classes and phylums in biology. And since we are at it, how about this class we are attending right now about interactive programming in Python? Surely something's rather odd about classes to be present in such bounty. And so this leads us to a question, why do we use classes? You see, mankind loves seeing symmetry. We find that our brain likes classification. When we classify, we can comprehend better. We can focus on small chunks of code or info. They seem easy to digest and debug. What if this whole course was a single class? Certainly, that won't be easy to digest. So there we have it, classes are indispensable. So they have found their way in programming as well. So what exactly is a class? I would say class is a collection of objects. Let's refine it a bit more. What can I say? Classes are a collection of similar kind of objects. Ask a computer programmer and he would reply, it is a user-defined data type. A class stores methods, and the only way we can access these methods is to declare an object of the class. But wait, we're talking about classes. So what's an object? Well, let's see it this way, that classes are dormant in nature. We cannot use classes or methods defined in them directly. To use a class, we need to initialize it, and to initialize it, we need to declare an object of the class. So you can say that object is an active entity while class is a dormant entity. So now that we have a primer about classes, next question is how to decide the number of classes. Well, this question is specific to the project you are working on, and in my case, let's talk about this simple bounce game that we developed in the last course. So you can see that there's a ball and a paddle. A good way to begin programming or to think about classes is to think about all the physical objects that are present in our canvas. We can declare a class for each generally, but not always so. So in our game, we can say that we can have a class for a ball and a paddle class. And what else? Oh, we can have a class for text as well. So now that we have decided about the classes we are going to use as well as their number, note that this can change while we are programming. We next need to decide what will we have inside these classes. So let me switch to the screenshot about the bounce game and the classes that we can use. In our class, we can have a ball class, a paddle class, a text class, and a graphic class. Now that we have defined these classes, next question is what are the attributes of these classes? Now here attributes refer to the methods that we are going to implement in these classes. For example, let's think about the ball. What can we do with the ball? Or rather, what the ball can do? First, we need to initialize the ball, and well, ball moves on the canvas, so we need to add a move method. And then we need to check collision of the ball and so on. Oh, and we need to spawn the ball as well before we start playing the game. Similarly, we can have attributes for the text class and the graphic class as well. Now note that I have not presented to you the attributes of the paddle class. What can be the attributes or the methods we can implement in the paddle? Think about it. Okay, so I hope you have thought about it, and the first thing that would come to mind is that we can move the paddle. And if we take a sneak peek at the ball, we can see that we need to initialize the ball. So we would want to initialize some variables within the paddle as well. And of course, we need to draw the paddle to see it on the canvas. And we need to check whether we have pressed a key to move the paddle on the canvas. So in this way, we can define classes, and we need to define the attributes of these classes before we begin programming. This will help us a long way when we start programming.